War Eagle, good afternoon. My name is Chris Osterlin, and I'm speaking on behalf of Group 12. I'm here today to present to you our quality improvement project. So first, just want to kind of define the problem. We currently have a manufacturing cell that is outputting some defective cars. So we want to study that, look at it, and implement some metrics to keep track of the amount of defects, where they're coming from, and things of that nature. So if we look, our user has an interface, and he's got four choices, if you will, on what to do: batch summary statistics, print batch summary, new batch, and scan car for defects. So what we're going to start off doing is just the initial scanning the car for defects. So we're prompted by this box asking the most recent date. So that's going to be the bin or archive, which we will be storing this data set. Most recent date. So then the user gets a picture of the local image of the vehicle that's going through inspection. He has a reference point that he has been trained, or she has been trained to know where, and it's the upper left-hand corner of the vehicle right here. The crosshairs go across, and we are given a response. There are no defects in the car. So what we will do now, and currently that information is being updated into two places. One, the batch archive, and also an all-inclusive archive, which is, it stores every bit of data that we have, and we'll get to the new batching here in a second. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a defect to the current car by doing that. So as we return, we're going to scan again. As you can see, there's the defect. And now we're given a readout of where the defect is occurring, part 2 and part 5. Now we look down here at our diagram, and we see that part 2 and part 5 is where the defect is occurring, and you can see up here that that is where our piece is laying. So we have an idea of where it's coming from. So now what we want to do is look at some of our analysis. So when I say batch, we think of improvement. So whenever an improvement is made to the cell, we want to be able to study and analyze the benefits and compare the output after the process has been improved. So what I'll do is press batch summary statistics, and I will be prompted to find the file where I would like to view them from. So we can go back to this date, and we're given the summary statistics for that date. And we have a single pass yield, the total number of bad cars found or defective cars, the total number of cars in all. Okay, so then another quality that we would like to sometimes have is to be able to have a dossier or document that has all of this information handy. So we can go to print batch summary, and then again select. So we'll go to the same place that we had. And this is the document that will be printed out. Over here we have our diagram. Down here we have a histogram with the part number and the number of defects, as well as the output for the single pass yield, total number of defect and total cars, and then the little Auburn logo there. So lastly, when we make an improvement, we want to make a new batch so that we can comparatively analyze over time. So in that case, we would go to new batch. And the only way that the only difference is that this aspect creates a new file with this file name of the current date. So when we go and we click it, then we are then granted with the exact same process, and we're given the same sort of thing. So as you can see, we've addressed some of the issues with this current cell, and we're outputting statistics and metrics that will hopefully in the end help us to figure out where problems are coming from and how we can address them in the future. Thanks.